Belgium, and in the background is Lake Isel. Strictly a town for the tourists, but still very interesting. This is quite a nice view of Holland. Everything is water. Steeple. And here is our ship, the Olympia. It has 50 cabins, holds 100 people, 235 feet long. Just coming into dock on Lake Isel. Nine years old. Not a bad little ship. We're just now entering Holland, Holland. They're all quaint little towns. About 3 o'clock in the afternoon on Friday, May the 7th. More later. Just typical Dutch architecture. What beautiful scenery. Not a very pretty day, but it sure is pretty. Beautiful, beautiful country. Notice the leaning front, which is the architecture. Very interesting. Beautiful, quaint street. This is interesting. Look at the leaning building. This is a teddy bear store. Rather interesting. Does anybody want to buy a doll? Beautiful architecture. The town square. That's our guide right there walking ahead. More leaning buildings.
Yeah, they're the other half.
Thank you.
This is the crew of our ship, dressing them up in their garb, just for us, the tourists. See the shoes?
It's a Dutch flag in the background. That's good.
All for us.
All for us.
Dat is leuk hoor, mevrouw.
Mevrouw.
Dat is zo.
thought you all might like a little of this. Enough. Good night. Saturday morning, May the 8th, 1993, and we've just arrived in Holland, another beautiful little village. On a very nice Saturday morning with a lot of sun, but much wind. And we're just now started walking into town. Enkhuizen. Is Enkhuizen the proper pronunciation? Enkhuizen?
Enkhuizen.
Say it again, real loud.
Again.
A lot of water here in Holland. Jean, are you enjoying yourself?
Yes. Did you take a picture of this boat? Beautiful boat.
There's a lot of beautiful boats. On a beautiful, beautiful day. Temperature about 50 degrees. Remember the name, Enkhuizen. Very, very important. Enkhuizen, Holland. And the Glazers are here. The town is just waking up about 9:30 in the morning. And I mean, it is a beautiful place. Another pretty view. So much quaintness and beauty. Without a doubt, and in Bernie's opinion, this is one of the most beautiful places I've ever been. Enkhuizen, absolutely stunning. And we just don't have enough time to spend here, just an hour and 45 minutes, and we'll be sailing again. Very much impressed with the Dutch people. Very friendly, very, very nice. Saturday's a big day here in Enkhuizen, and downtown with some of the pictures I just took, they were setting up a stage, setting up an orchestra, so we're missing a lot. Sure wish we would have been here later. So picturesque. See the generator behind that sailboat there, generating electricity? I have never seen so many boats in all my life. What a vacation paradise. They're all boating on Lake Iceland. A lot of sailboats. A lot of beautiful sailboats. We're here in Hinterlopen, Holland. On the other, this is a dike you're looking at, plus a sheep. Also notice the black sheep to your right. On the other side of the dike, which is Lake Iceland. There is the black sheep. See? I hope it brings me good luck. Now you can see both sides, the dike and then the lake, which was formerly the North Sea on the other side of the lake. The dike, this is all fresh water. The wind is blowing and my hat just blew off. The wind is blowing me. I hope the pictures are steady. More boats, more water. It's raining a little bit. Some is on the lens. Here in Hinterlopen, Holland. Here's an interesting picture of a lock. And then look in the background how beautiful it is. Just gorgeous. Another beautiful scenic view. I hope you're all enjoying this as much as I am. Hinterlopen, Holland. This is a tile at the Macam factory. It's supposed to be very, very famous. Their prices on their things, the most outlandish I've ever seen. Give you a quick shot. Look at this bird. Is that a stork? But I've never seen one like it. Sunday morning in Holland. Sunday morning, May the 9th. Happy Mother's Day to everyone. We're in another beautiful little village. I don't know the name of it. On our way to Gothenburg. There's no place like Holland in Europe, I'll tell you. It's all its own.
That's a good explanation. How they done? What's the name?
We're in a little boat in Heathorn, Holland, and we're going to take a ride up the canal through the little town, which is all water. We're just starting. Look at the background on the other side of the canal. Very picturesque. This little town of Heathorn is all canals. There's no access to the home, only by boat. Canal. Little bridges. All these canals are man-made.
In the 16th century, the Bishop of Utrecht
which is another province in Holland. He had a lot of power, and he had a lot of, I would say, dissident and support the people, the recovery.
This will give you an idea of some of the beauty of our home.
So these lakes, these little canals date back to the 17th century. More business-like community. On the right you see the museum called the Old Earth, and they have the oldest petrified oak here in this museum, and quite a few gems and jewels and pieces, a whole bunch of them. Is dat de enige visite? Oh. The farmhouse is on a little island. When the farmer expanded and he had to get more winter feed for his cattle, he didn't have any room with hayloft by doing that. And through doing that, he created a strange type of roof. And it looked like a carol because of the motif, but he has to keep
Another
it
little
up.
home.
And he has to keep the interior.
We're in the same type of boat.
On the left-hand side of the passage pavilion, Pavilion Smith. And Smith's Pavilion is quite famous.
Notice how the canal runs right into the barn. Beautiful thatched roof. Another different type of roof. Beautiful ride. I have to take a picture of this. Very pretty. Now, what did you just say?
I said the whole entire country is quaint. Every inch of it is rich and luscious and quaint.
And beautiful.
Beautiful.
Do not speak English, no, it's a different country.
I know this is redundant, but you just keep taking these pictures because such beauty. Downtown camp in Holland on a lazy Sunday afternoon. All the stores are closed, but I thought I'd just give you a shot. Thank you. And well, here we are again. Another bloody castle. You've seen one, you've seen them all. The royalty of Holland. We're going in, but I won't be allowed.
Actually, no. It was built earlier, but that was the hunting lodge, and that was around 1500.
Built in 1686. We're in the palaces, Buckingham Palace. Oh no, that's wrong. Wrong country. We're in Holland. This is a former king and queen's palace. Very pretty, I have to admit. On a beautiful Sunday afternoon and our first warm days. Thought I'd give you this view of this beautiful tree if it shows. Red, crimson, as we approach this fountain up here. Well, I found something else very exciting to take. I know this will thrill you all. This is a stable. Goes over and around and around and around and around. There's peacocks. I'll show you up here. See? And I understand that's a female peacock. All for now. We're shooting against the sun, but there's a beautiful windmill. The weather has finally turned great. We're just leaving Hampton. And here's our captain. Captain, where are we headed now? You won't talk.
Is that yours? Yeah, California. Page 47B.
The year the Olympia was built, 1984. Just for these cows are being milked right now by a portable milking machine, which is something that's supposed to be pretty unique. That's all I...
Inside, this is Venetian glass. We're going to go inside the church. Now, this is the Dutch Reformed Church. Prior to that, it would have been Roman Catholic, and probably on all those little niches, you see the empty niches, there would have been probably a statue.
I thought I'd give you a picture of our group of people. Very lovely group of 50 people. And we're visiting a church right now on Monday morning in Deventer, Holland. I don't see Jean there.
I'm right here.
Oh, you're right here? Here's some beautiful graffiti I thought you'd all like to see. Kind of nifty. Go right ahead. Just a short view of downtown Deventer on a sleepy Monday morning. The stores don't open till 1 o'clock. I thought you'd enjoy this shot here. A lot of these buildings dates from the 1500s. There's particularly one that's in the middle of your screen now is the Amish headquarters for all of Europe. The statue you see is that of Albert Schweitzer. Why he's here in Holland, I don't know, being a German. I don't right know the age of this church, but it sure is cockeyed. It must date back to 1300. I don't know. We'll find out in a few minutes. I thought that's rather interesting. Popovich. The old building, a lot of them date back to the 1600s. Very interesting and beautiful. And here, as you can see, is our ship, the Olympia. Very nice little ship. It goes through the water very well. Very pleasant on the inside. Very nice. A little cloudy right now. Nothing spectacular. Holland is a country with a tremendous amount of pride and motivation. Everything is kept so beautifully. Just immaculate. All over Holland. Give you a picture of a windmill. They're all now national monuments in Holland. A few of them are used, and of course they have the real modern. I thought I'd give you a shot of the main lounge on the ship Olympia. Very nice, very pleasant, big windows, terrific view. lot of nice. We're just entering the town of Zutphen, and as you can see, we are also entering a lock. Which will be the first experience on this trip. I want to correct myself. That was not a lock. You can see the bridge lowering. This section of the bridge lifted up so that our ship could pass underneath it. It is the first time I've ever seen this. So as you can see, I've just learned something. Zutphen, Holland. Some happy people along the waterway. Beautiful church. Look at this rare breed of cow with the white.
Those are the Beltsville. They have those in Maine.
In Maine?
Up in Scotland too, yeah.
First time I've ever seen them.
Beautiful animals.
Unusual. Tuesday morning, May the 11th. I've been late in my photography because I've been packing. And I missed taking pictures of this lock. We're just leaving it. It is interesting. It's the only lock, to my knowledge, that we've used on the whole trip. We're now on a tributary of the Rhine. I forget where we're going, but I'll check it out. And keep you advised. What a beautiful day. Our first couple days were very cold, but now it's warm. Can't even wear a sweater. Really one beautiful trip. We're just coming into rain and now. By the way, do you need any help in painting?
No, you can get help.
Huh? I'll be glad to help you. I'm good at it.
Yeah? Help is always welcome.
What a glorious day. What a glorious trip. It's just been terrific. Tomorrow we go to Brussels, Belgium. Right here we have another ABC. Probably dates back to the 1600s. And we have a windmill. See it?
Oh, yeah.
What a nice orchid. They're not orchids, tulips. I'm sorry about that. I'll give you your full of tulips. This particular variety is called sorbet. I'm quite an expert on tulips. I believe I could teach them a few things. Boy, these are beautiful. They're called Broadway. Just gorgeous. Willard, How many variety of tulips are there?
I have no idea.
Well, Billy, how many?
300.
Believe me. These are called the wobbler. Kind of pretty.
We should get a lot of color in here.
I sure should.
A lot of color.
Gene, stand back. Gene, please stand back. Thank you. These are called the Taubian. Now we'll go on from here. These are Dreaming Maid. And up here to the left, the particularly beautiful ones. They're purple. Gorgeous. Very, very pretty.
You have a lot of different colors or just one color in there? Your
These are called Queen of Bardigong. Unusually pretty. Peach blossom. Very, very pretty. I don't know which ones I want to buy. I have been asked to make a cameo appearance on this movie. I do want you all to know I am your photographer and have been your photographer, and I hope that I'm appreciated and I've been ably assisted by my dear wife. Thank you. You would think that you'd see tulips all over Holland, but you don't. There she is. Kick the bucket, Gene. Got a bucket? Kick it.
I'll pick a flower. What do they do to you if you pick one?
I guess I'm overdoing this. The yellow ones out there are particularly pretty. Beautiful. Just a symbolic windmill. Doesn't do much. The tulips are a little bit past their peak, I guess. I have been informed.
I just thought I'd go ahead and just get a variety pack. Oh, yeah.
This will complete our filming of tulips. Very, very beautiful. We're in the Kuchenhof Gardens, the beautiful, beautiful gardens which draw almost 1 million visitors a year. Hyacinths, aren't they beautiful? Never seen anything like these before. Can you tell me what they are? Beautiful.
They're good enough to eat, don't they?
Sure do. Rhododendron. I don't think there's any comment necessary, so I won't say anything. Ain't it pretty? Stand back, Jean. Jean, please stand back for a minute. Thank you. I want to tell you, this is an Azalea Mollis hybrid, and just about as pretty a thing as I've ever seen. Morning, Wednesday, May the 12th, 1993, and we're just leaving Holland on a ferry. It's about a 20-minute ride to Belgium on a beautiful day. And I hope you would have a good day and enjoy this trip. We've just arrived in Bruges, Belgium. We're going to lunch. Shot of a downtown street in Bruges. See our group, we're going to lunch. I gotta catch up. Nice shot. Bruges, Holland. A beautiful, beautiful little town. About 1:30 in the afternoon. What a beautiful little town. The weather is just lovely. We had the first couple of days were cold, but it's just been lovely. I would assume about close to 70 degrees. Beautiful. Bruges is just beautiful. All over Holland, Belgium is beautiful. There we go, Ralph. What a cheerful little town. You can see the beauty of, every different European town has some charm or another. And this town is no exception. Michelangelo.
only one outside the room, I think.
One a little closer.
Angelica's working too.
Go ahead. Go right ahead, sir.
To the hospital gives you an idea of how a hospital in the 18th century, actually this hospital, because when you look at it, you look exactly at this space here, was used and how people were sleeping together with 2 or 3 in the same bed. People weren't aware of contaminous sicknesses at that time. They just wanted to. Here are 7 paintings or 7 works of art painted by Memling, and most of them for the purpose of this museum. The most famous of it is the shrine of Saint Ursula. Now you see what is a shrine, and when you remember the architecture of the town hall, which we saw earlier today, you see that it really is the same form. It dates from the same period as well, the 15th century. Start here to see the story around it. It's the story.
Come on, Gene. Gene. Gene, why don't you get up? Come on, Gene. Gene, come on. Hurry up. Isn't this beautiful? We're in a church in Ghent. Beautiful old Gothic church. A beautiful monument. I don't know what of. These paintings are made by the famous artist Van Eyck in 1432.
Works as one of his most successful works.
This
it's
is a
conversion of Saint Bavo. Saint Bavo, a nobleman, presenting himself to the abbot of an abbey. You see him, he gives away his red coat sign of worldly life. He leaves it behind him, and what he leaves even more behind him is his secretary here, the man. Protestantism started, of course. Some local leaders became Protestant, and the Spanish immediately answered with Inquisition. And so some of the local leaders, like the Counts of Egmont and Horne, were beheaded on the Grand Place, on the market square, by the Inquisition. Eventually, later on, maybe you've seen that on pictures or so, it's called the Atomium. And the Atomium is to Brussels what the Eiffel Tower is to Paris. It's really the touristic symbol by excellence. It's a 200 billion time enlargement of an iron molecule. In the upper sphere is a restaurant, and in the other spheres is an exhibition on the history of science and the history of medicine. It's maybe a bit bigger than you would think, so it's over 100 meters high, 300 feet. Every sphere has a diameter of 18 meters. The elevator in the central tube used to be the tallest, the fastest in the world at the time of construction. Yes, there is an elevator in the central tube, and
these birds are.
Moving steps through the other spheres. That's the nicest thing about the building. When you go in, that looks a bit science fiction actually, those walking there. Under it, the tomb of the unknown soldier for both world wars. This is the place where visiting sovereigns from other countries pay their visit to the unknown soldier, one of the first things they do when they come to Brussels.
We're in the town square of Brussels, and this is absolutely beautiful right in here, but without a question of a doubt, Brussels is the most disappointing city we have ever been in. Poster after poster, graffiti after graffiti, and I would guess almost 50% of it they're all contemporary new buildings built in the last 30 years. Brussels was 900,000 before World War II, and now it's only 1 million. But it's just not a pretty city, although, as you can see, this is beautiful. Town Square. One of the problems here in Brussels, there are 19 different corporations, 19 different mayors, and there's no cooperation, there's no standardization. There's more billboards here than I think I've ever seen in any city. Just an ugly, ugly town. City. Sorry about that. I think this is a beautiful view of the old architecture. Remember, we're in the old part of Brussels, and I did not take anything of the new part, other than that hideous thing at the World's Fair. Another view of old architecture. It's interesting. Very pretty. Beautiful shopping arcade. There's a gal with her poodle. This will conclude my filming in the Netherlands. Another great trip, and we have enjoyed it immensely. This is a brand new hotel, Conrad Hotel, opening in April. And I've enjoyed doing this photography work, and I hope it's turned out decent. Thank you, and adios.